first time, I know it was a little while ago, but first sack of the season. It's a long time coming season for you guys. So
Yeah.
how good did it feel to be the first guy to
Yeah,
get a sack?
it felt great. I mean, the stadium, there was a lot of energy. Um, first sacks, so that felt good. It's fun to be out there with my guys, so yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, I mean, describe that feeling coming through the gold rush for the first time this year. I mean, did it feel like the last couple, or was there any difference this time?
It was electric. I mean, there was the new scoreboard, so that made a difference. The stadiums were packed. So yeah, it was really fun.
How'd you kind of describe your season? I know it's early, but your kind of season so far through a few games.
Sorry, can you
It's,
repeat that?
how would you describe your season so
Well, it's early in the season, so um, a lot of stuff to get better. Um, I mean, I think that I put in a lot of hard work through the off season, and so did my teammates. So I think we're in a good spot and just a lot of room to get better.
3 weeks in, you guys got obviously broke through the sacks last week, but
Yeah.
what are you looking to improve on, especially into the bye week? Now we're in game week. What are you guys trying to improve on the deal?
Well, we've put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but more than that, we want to get more sacks. We want to be more disruptive. We want to read our keys faster, and just help our back end guys so the quarterback doesn't have a lot of time to get the ball out.
You guys get a non-conference bye. You guys obviously played week 0. So how was this bye week when it comes to rest and with conference play starting next week? Just how do you feel like it fell for you?
Yeah, like you said, rest. It's really important. We took the weekend to get that recovery in, and then a bye week. It's just as important to get better than to recover. So yeah, it's an important week for us.
Can you expand more on just the standard of you guys? I think something like when it comes to like the points given up, the third down, like getting that offense off the field. Just what is your standard like? Where does it come from?
It's I think the standard comes from our culture and the mentality that we go throughout the off season. Um, like working with Sean Heron and the strength staff, every single rep, every single sprint, every single like bench press rep. It's they're all important, and um, I think that the standard comes from that. Like it's just our mentality, the way we go about things.
How important has depth been for this D line group so far?
It's been really important. These past few years, we've had a ton of depth. We've had 6 guys playing at defensive end, especially. We've had a lot of guys playing at D tackle. This is really my first year getting reps with the ones. So learning from those guys before me, like Brody, Daniel Hardy, Amandre, Ben Seymour, I think it really helps to build that depth. And we double rep during fall camp, so that helps a lot too.
What has it been like playing alongside Brody? Especially last game we saw him at home get double teamed a lot, so it kind of helps out you guys. What has it been
Yeah,
like?
it's been good. I mean, one thing about Brody is he's a great teammate. He pushes you to get better every single day, um, and he leads by example. So and that's why he's a captain for this football team.
You've, well, you've had some. You guys have had some like 4D end looks out there with on third down especially.
Yeah.
Describe me, kind of take me like when you're in that formation. How
Yeah.
interesting is that kind of setup for you, and how do you kind of go about playing
Um,
that kind of formation?
well, yeah, that's our cheetah package, and basically we do that to get fast guys on the field for third down and put pressure on the quarterback. Um, and I think it helps a lot. These D tackles talk about letting cheetah, because we call it cheetah. They want it to die and they want to get on the field, which I think is funny. But yeah, it's just a way to get more pressure on the quarterback, in my opinion.
How effective do you think it's been so far?
Very effective. Yeah.
Anything stand out about Mercyhurst? Obviously, you guys weren't going to play them, but then cancellation. They were scheduled. Anything so far stand out about them?
Well, we haven't watched a ton of film on them yet, but I know that they're physical. They're gonna come out here and play hard. Yeah, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter if we're playing Mercyhurst or the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, we're just going to come out here and do our best. We always say it's about us. So
What about we talked about what you guys want to improve on. What have you guys liked so far? What have you seen on film as a D-line group that you guys have has impressed you?
well, I think we've been playing very well together as a unit. Um, like against Utah Tech, they've it was something like they only had one first down through like the first 8 drives or something like that. So 0. Well, that proves my point even more. Yeah, but yeah, I think we've been playing really well as a unit, and yeah, we want to continue doing that. So
I know you guys broke through finally with the sacks at Gold Rush, but I guess just through the first 2 games, no sacks. I guess how do you guys kind of feel about just the pressure you were creating, even though maybe it doesn't show up on the box score?
um, I think that it feels good that we've been putting a lot of pressure on them. I think we can do better on containing the quarterback because you guys can see we put a lot of pressure on him, but the quarterback has scrambled a little bit. So we want to do better of containing that quarterback so we can get more sacks and get our defense off the field.
You're from the Reno area, I believe.
Yeah.
So what kind of made you want to come over here? What was kind of your recruitment like?
It was a weird process because of COVID, but I was getting recruited by the old staff with Cho and those guys, and I wasn't allowed to meet with them in person, so um, it was obviously weird. But I visited. I came up here and visited, and I just fell in love with the area. I like the outdoors, and so I thought it was a perfect place for me.
Switch places with Joe now a little bit.
Yeah, yep.
During this bye week, has there been kind of more of a focus for the defense on turnovers? You guys had two during the first 3 games, but they've been kind of late in the game, so has it been more focused on turnovers?
Yeah, that's one of our goals. One of our goals is 3 turnovers a game. So we didn't. I think last game was our first turnover, and so we want to continue to get the ball out. We practice on punching the ball out and getting more interceptions. So yeah.
Last year, you guys led the nation in sacks per game, but as Vegan said, it wasn't the best defense. So do you guys kind of think about like how much of you look back, I guess, at that, kind of, I don't know, sort of juxtaposition of like, you were able to get a lot of sacks and turnovers last year, but the defense maybe wasn't quite as effective as it's been so far.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, we we haven't really been on the field much, and that's a good thing. So our goal is to get the defense off the field and let our offense score points. So I mean, if we're on the field more, that gives us more opportunities to get sacks and turnovers. But if we're off the field, it gives us more opportunity to win games.